This is live. For everybody else who came here to see Ryan, we want to give you a little bit of backstory about what's going on here. This one is even more exciting and even more impressive than his Guinness record for most high school threes and most NBA threes made in an hour, both of which are now certified official Guinness Book of World Records. Tonight, though, is a different type of test. It's more of a test of endurance and focus. Ryan's going to have to make roughly one foul shot every 1.8 seconds for the next hour in order to break this record. I don't know how many people could make that many right-handed layups in an hour. But Ryan is determined, focused, confident, and capable of doing so. And he could not be in that position without the team that I'm going to be introducing to you soon. Before we get to that, though, we do want to acknowledge a couple of the foundations and sponsors that are standing behind and with us, and their spokespeople. So please let me hand things off first from Frommy's Fight, Beth.
We're from Frommy's Fight Foundation. My son was diagnosed in January 2022 with a terminal brain cancer. He was a student athlete at Sanford High School. Coach Martin actually coached his older brothers, my boys, at Sanford High School. Anyways, we started the foundation to help other Maine pediatric brain cancer families in Maine. We give $1,000 grants. So, yep, that's us in honor of my son, Chase Melvin.
I think Nick's going to have me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Jeff Grigsby. I'm here representing the Pat Moody Foundation. This is about half of our board here with us. Many of you may know Pat or know of Pat. He was a sort of a giant, at least in the Wyndham community in Southern Maine, especially in the basketball community. Mainly, he was just an amazing person. He was a cheerleader for everyone. Wanted to give kids every opportunity to participate in basketball, other athletics and activities, and so we're just trying to continue that. Pat, unfortunately, also passed away from cancer last November, and so we've, just recently started this foundation. We've done a pretty good job raising money over the past 6 months, and we are looking for ways to help. We're giving out scholarships. We give out tennis shoes, sneakers. We give out AAU registrations. There are things that we do to try to help, especially kids in Wyndham and the surrounding communities. That includes the Lake Region area. So we would love your donations. We would also love to help. So if you need help, or families that could use assistance, you can find us on Facebook. You can come up and talk to any of us here this evening, and we'd love to try to help. So that's the Pat Moody Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you both. Thank you all so much for coming out to support us and receive support from us. We really appreciate the causes. Back now to the event of the evening, and that's the free pizza, which, as I said earlier, has arrived and will be set up at these 2 tables, one for each side of the gymnasium. We think that might be the most chaos-free way that you can get the free food without distracting what's going on over here or causing a stampede off the benches. So JoJo DeShanes, who is going to deserve a couple rounds of applause. The first one will be he's about to start bringing up the pizza. So let's give a clap for JoJo. Beyond that, though, JoJo is the reason why some of Ryan's social media posts work now. Ryan has been the man behind the bad ones, and JoJo has been the man behind all of the clean-cut, well-polished social media posts that have helped spread the word here. So we really appreciate his tech savvy and his willingness to be a part of all this. One more time, JoJo DeShanes. Thanks again. So Ryan has been now on multiple talk shows, radio stations, featured on Sports Illustrated, and officially holds those 2 Guinness records I mentioned earlier, looking for the 3rd one tonight. He has recently been traveling across the country, doing some shooting clinics, and has some more lined up this summer, including a couple outside of the country. So Ryan is really embracing this opportunity to reconnect with his passion for shooting. He, as we all know, has committed his entire life to this game, and in particular to throwing the ball in the hoop effectively. And as a result, he's one of, if not the best in the world. He has an opportunity coming up here to compete against other top shooters in the world in some things that are in the works that we look forward to sharing with you in the future, but that's about all I'm allowed to say at this point. So I'm allowed to say nothing. But stay tuned. Tonight, though, Ryan will be here on that line, taped to the ground, because of different scientific reasons and shooting mechanic reasons that I'm not good or smart enough to fully understand. But in short order, we will get him out here. Before we do so, though, I think it's most important to recognize all the other people that without their participation, commitment, and service, we would not be here doing so. So we're gonna bring out the team of guys who, over the course of the past several weeks and months, have been practicing and tweaking and making little changes after each practice session, so that now, as a group, they feel that they are ready to go for the record. Having practiced 37 times, 2 of those times going for a full hour, Ryan missed it the first time by 95 shots, the most recently by a mere 23. But Ryan has been over world record pace after 40 minutes of practice multiple times. He said multiple times that there's no way that he could do it without the fine group of teammates that I'm about to introduce. First of all, we're going to call down all the people who have rebounded, helped for Ryan, and cut this sick 80s promo in the past 8 months. Once your name gets called, come on down and stay down here for a picture, please. Toby Martin, Ken Martin, how about this foul line here? Of course, I call Ryan's sister Toby out first, I'm sorry. Mackenzie Taliaferro, Rachel Shanks, Anthony West, Isaac Holland, Deontay Clark, Cooper Smith, Aiden Roberts, Glenn Ross, Chris Field, Ron Verrill, Mike Hendershot, BJ Grondin, Ryan Belageron, Aiden Grass, Alex Langadas, Ben Darling, Tristan Cheney, Jojo DeShanes, Cole Shane, Jeff Porter, and Joe Dormer. Thank you all. Thank you all for all the time that you committed to this. Really appreciate you. Tonight would not be possible without you, as I have said. And now, we would like to introduce to you the active participants, aside from Ryan, that will be working for the next hour on behalf of this world record. First, your first rebounder, who has rebounded for 8 of 37 practice attempts, from Limerick, Maine, standing 6 foot.
What's up, everybody watching at home? Quick update, we're going to be getting started here in a couple of minutes. Just got to get Ryan warmed up, get all the rebounders ready to go. I don't know if we have any streamers on right now, but if anybody's watching, we got Will Clemmer sitting here right now.
What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
Will's going to be one of the rebounders today, and we're excited to have a guy like Will down there. He loves the ball, loves the game of ball. He loves balls too.
Yeah.
Loves the game of ball, loves the rebound, loves to pass the ball, so he's perfect for this, you know?
Yeah, been playing against Ryan since fucking high school. Now I get to help him out to achieve something monumentous for our state
Yep.
and for the game, and it's just fun to be a part of.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Will Clemmer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, folks at home, thank you for tuning in. We are about to get started in about a minute here. We've got the Ryan Martin record attempt that you've been hearing about forever. So for those of you watching at home, appreciate you tuning in. It'll be a
30 seconds.
long night, so get your popcorn ready and get ready to watch Ryan make history, as we've seen him do a few times before. All right, folks, and we're underway here. Hopefully we don't see too many of those, starting off with 2 quick misses. But you know what? He won't miss too many. So quick recap on what we got going on tonight. So we got Ryan Martin here, from Maranacook. I played his basketball at Maranacook High School, played at UMaine Orono, played at Keene State, played overseas professionally, and a Maine Basketball League legend as well. So if you have connections to Ryan, as a lot of you do, thanks for tuning in. I know it means a lot to him. So we've got a couple of guests here potentially that we're going to be speaking with. Tanner Grover, the longtime coach at Boothbay, legendary coach. We think Mike Adams might be in the building. He might not be, but if he's here, we're going to talk to him for a little bit. We're going to try to talk Dan Thomas into coming out here. But yeah. So if anybody has any questions or any comments or anything like that, feel free to comment them right there on the page. I'll try to check them frequently.
1 minute in, directly on pace, 43 makes.
Yeah, looks like we've already got a few questions. There is sound. We're just waiting to turn it on until we started. And thank you for the support. Judy, thanks for commenting. All right. And as you've probably seen online, if you've been paying attention, there has been a lot of practice that has gone into this event. And we've got a lot of people here, a lot of sponsors, a lot of donations, a lot of stuff that's gone into this. First and foremost, we want to talk about Maine Love. It's a water company. It's honestly, I really like it. I don't know why. I've always loved canned water. Like they've got literally, it's called Perfectly Still. It's just normal drinking water, baby. Normal drinking water. And I'm going to crack one open right now, actually. We've also got Naples Home Slice donated some pizza to us. So, honestly, the kids have already pretty much run through that. I guess it's a second wave coming of pizza, that is. So, if you're hoping to wait and get some pizza, you might have missed your chance.
3 ahead of pace after 2 minutes.
And as you may be able to hear Nick Beauchene in the background telling us that we are 3 ahead of
pace. Our
pace.
first century mark here, 100 after 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
There we go. And if you can see the scoreboard up on the top right, Jeff Porter's on the scoreboard, longtime scorekeeper for Lake Region High School. Great guy. We've got Ryan Belarajon over there helping him count. We got the rebounders down there. We got Elijah Walker with a beautiful arm sleeve, if you can make it out. Will Clemmer's down there as well. I won't give his distinctive characteristic, because I don't want him mad at me. He's the bald one. And then you got Ian Robershaw. He's handing the ball off to Ryan Martin, looking to set the record for most assists in a minute. Although I don't know if these count as assists because they're free throws. We'll have to get back on that. It's a good question to ask. But yeah. After Ian, next to him, you got Mike McDonald from Oxford Hills. Played some basketball over
133
there.
after 3 minutes, 4 ahead of pace.
4 ahead of pace after a minute. Will White is there too on the end of that rack there. Will White, I believe he's Bonnie Eagle kid. I can't remember exactly. Don't get upset with me if I misquote you, but I believe he's from Bonnie Eagle. And then of course Ben Darling's the relief guy in case any balls go astray. All right.
The ball collector.
The ball collector, yes. In a few minutes here, we're going to have Tanner Grover come over here, and we're going to talk a little bit to him. He's a coach at Boothbay for many years. He knows Ryan pretty well. He's got some stories about Ryan, so we'll have some fun and we'll chat with him in a few minutes here. But we're going to let everyone get settled in. Before we get to that. All right. As you can see, Ryan's locked in.
200 down.
You won't see him. You won't see him take his eyes off the rim too many times tonight. Hopefully, never. Hopefully, he won't do it at all. And as you might be able to see, we've got a bunch of different phones recording. We've got a bunch of iPhones propped up all around the place to make sure this is Guinness official. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a representative to come down to little old Naples, Maine, but we've got all the proper, whatever you want to call it, verifications. Yeah, all the proper requirements. Speaking of that, we got our, I think you can see him right down in front, the pretty man on his knee there. We got Jordan Tripp as our official. He's counting the makes, or I don't know what he's doing. He's declaring the makes is what he's doing. Yeah. And it's a good thing too, because, well, I don't know if Ryan could possibly shoot more free throws in an hour, but if Jordan Tripp is his ref, he probably could. He'd find a way. Put him in the bonus. 5 extra seconds. But no, yeah, and that's the cool thing about this this event, as we've been calling it. There's just a lot of like familiar faces around. To get back to the sponsors, the Pat Moody Foundation is here. A couple board members were able to make it down, and that's obviously a great cause. Most of you probably know Pat or have heard of Pat by now, and he was just an absolute gem in the Wyndham community, and really just the Maine community. And not just the basketball community either, just doing everything. You know, he's taught, if you're from Wyndham, good chance he's taught you how to drive, you know, so we love Pat Moody here.
.282, 53:30 to go.
5 ahead of pace. The crowd wants to clap. It always takes a second for the crowd to work in. They're afraid of distracting him maybe, but the thing is the louder the crowd, the better he does, right? I mean, come on. He's been waiting for this moment. Honestly, the only thing he was worried about was not having enough people here. We're at 300 makes here.
Yeah, let's get loud crowd here. Let's get energized.
I don't know if you guys can hear the crowd at home, but we've got a good amount of people here.
Motivation, Ryan loves it here. 7 minutes in, 310. We are 9 ahead of pace now, Ryan.
And that's the thing about Ryan. As we go longer, he may do better because of his physical conditioning, right? So the pace is set to be what you should be at to break the record, essentially at that time. So, you know, Ryan trains really hard to make sure his body's ready to go. So his goal is to shoot more shots than other people and therefore make more than other people. So as you can see, it's a team effort. And Ryan's got his feet taped down there. We just got that done. That's one of the small things that we had to figure out just to make this a little bit easier, you know, like this is basketball, but it's a little bit different, you know. So lots of practice, lots of hours in the gym from these guys in front of you. So Ryan, he will go through, you know, some stages where he might miss a few, but that's the thing about keeping the pace up, is the more he takes, the more he makes. So that's what we're looking to do.
8 minutes in, 3 ahead of pace.
That was not his best minute there, but he's always good to recover. Boom. Big shout out again to JoJo Deschaines, who's put all this stuff together. If you don't know about him yet, check out his Instagram. And it's really, it's, you know, when you have the technology to put something together like this, it makes it a lot easier. You know, when you don't have an idea is only worth the people behind it, you know. So JoJo's been really big in making sure that we were able to do all the stuff that we wanted today. So that was really special. So thank you, JoJo. Even though he doesn't need it, he does it for the love of the game.
Ahead of pace. 9 minutes in.
I got you. I'll leave it on. I wasn't sure if I would cut the audio off completely or just like the voice, but that makes sense, obviously. I was trying to do it like when he was talking and like and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh, see there, Ryan knocked his own shot out of the way. Don't want to have that happen too much, I will say.
I scrapped for the prizes. Too many moving parts.
All right, so in about 10 seconds here, we're going to have Tanner Grover come over and we're going to chat with him for a little bit. Again, he's a coach at Boothbay, longtime coach there, legendary coach, and he's got a lot of stories to share about Ryan Martin. So I think we'll
10 minutes in.
we'll hopefully have some
10
exciting
minutes
stuff to
in,
hear.
7 behind pace. Here we go.
Come on, come over here. One second. All right. What's up, Tanner? Thanks for joining us. We just had a little bit of a microphone malfunction, so give me 1 second to fix this. No problem. I know you're patient. Hopefully the folks at home are too. Hey, Jojo. There's like a message on the screen. I don't know what that is. All right. Let's get this thing. Sorry, my first time using this mic, if you can't tell.
Yeah, it's all good.
You're
I'm familiar.
probably more experienced than I am.
No, I wouldn't say that.
But anyway, I was just telling everybody, because so it's live
7
right
behind
now.
pace. 11 minutes in.
I was just telling everybody that you were coached at Boothbay for a while, and that's the area that you're from, right? Or is that?
It is, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I still live in the Boothbay to this day, and actually, we run a family hardware store, and I don't know if viewers can tell from what's going on right now, but Ryan's actually got a little bit of duct tape
He does.
on the bottom of his feet, and we run this hardware store, and had I known that Ryan needed duct tape, I would have brought some.
Ah, see, we should have done that. That's the more you know for next time, because I feel like it's funny that tape down, like him taping his feet down has helped him so much. Like, I don't know if obviously you would want to do that with like a 3-point attempt or something different, but I'm sure we'll need some duct tape in the future. You'll be the guy we.
Yeah, we're happy to oblige. Ryan has my information. You know, any of the listeners at home actually.
Yeah.
There we go. 500 down.
I'll hook you up with some duct tape.
Yeah. Hey, I always say, what is it? There's like a book, a million uses for
12
duct tape.
minutes
You
in.
can't run out of it.
6 behind pace. Good rack there. Good minute.
So my first
Go on,
question
Ryan,
is,
here we go.
how many years did you coach at Boothbay for?
So I was the varsity girls coach from 2012 to 2017.
Okay.
And prior to that, I helped out with the boys program, and I've done a lot of AU coaching and coaching around the state. I've known Ryan ever since he was, I believe, in 5th grade.
Yep.
And he was on the Marenka team with Mike Cohen, Wilbur Daglio, Eric Tibbetts, I remember that name, and Justin Dunbo. And the first time we ever met one another was in the championship game of the Waterville Parks and Rec tournament. And Ryan went off. We couldn't contain him.
He always
And
does.
That Marenka team waxed us by about 20.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. I've heard a lot of people tell stories about Ryan's Marinicook team beating him pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
13
uncommon
minutes
in
in,
that
6
area
behind
around that
pace.
time.
Yeah, but when it's funny, I followed Ryan's career from afar and always been a fan, and I know that, I would go to like Maine Gold Rush Camp, which is run by Dave
Yep.
Cohen and Bruce
That's
Hahn.
one of all my greatest memories of playing basketball are there.
I love Gold Rush, man. It's
Yeah.
such a good time. And Ryan would volunteer and referee there. And, when he was in college and, after that for a little bit. And he was always, up for a conversation. And, Ryan's he's a little guy, but he, has always managed to kind of surpass expectations. And
Yep.
that's what he's doing here today.
I agree. I always tell people, so when he was hired to be the coach at Lake Region, I was the JV coach and I was going to be his assistant. And when Paul True, our athletic director, walked him out, I thought that it was another transfer student or something like that, because he's a little bit unassuming at first. And then it's funny.
14 minutes in. 10 behind pace.
We heard stories about his shooting, and we heard stories that at Gold Rush one time he had made like 99 threes in a row. So we asked him, we were like, hey, that can't be true. And he's like, well, yeah, watch me. And then he proceeded to make 37 threes in a row in his dress clothes and then tell us he was tired and walked out.
Yeah, that's just Ryan Martin doing Ryan Martin things. But he's to quote the great Christopher Walken, Ryan Martin's like the rest of us. Every day he wakes up, he puts his pants on one leg at a time. But when he does it, he breaks world records.
You're not wrong. He's. I think that's actually a great esoteric explanation of Ryan Martin, man, because he is your normal guy, but there's something special about him too, and that's why he can do the things he does and touch the people he does. I mean, look at all the people here from different walks of life, different areas. I mean, you came all the way down from Booth Bay, so
Right,
you know.
and that's just it. And it's it's obviously a game he loves. But what he's done is he's brought people together on a Friday night here at Wake Beecham High School.
Yeah.
With money going to charity. Basketball is bigger than all of us, and Ryan understands that. And just the fact that he is able to pull this off and bring this many people together, it's awesome.
It's incredible. Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's just what he always seems to do. Bring people around the basketball game, which he loves, and just passes his love on everyone else. I do have a question. So you're from Booth Bay.
Yes.
He was an assistant coach here for a little bit. He was our tech guy in the middle school. His name is Bill Callahan. I don't know if you know him.
I do know Bill Callahan.
Apparently,
yes.
I think he played there when he was younger. He's a little bit older, but I think he lives in the area again now. So
He does. He actually was our JV coach in Booth Bay.
Really?
I want to say 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know Bill very well, but I know he was a classmate of my father's. My dad graduated in 78.
Yep.
I think Bill graduated in 79 or 80.
yep, that makes sense. Sounds about right.
But yeah, no, Billy Callahan he was a heck of a player. From what
16 minutes in, 11 behind pace.
A really nice,
Let's get on.
Yeah, no, he was always a nice guy. You could tell he came from a good program just from the way that he would teach the game and pass on little tips on drills and stuff like that. So you can tell that he was well coached and he came from a good program. And we were lucky to have him here at Lake Region for a little bit. And I bet you guys are happy to have him home.
Yeah, we are. I'm not sure. Hopefully he's enjoying retirement.
Yeah, right. I think he's probably there now. But yeah, I just wanted to ask that when I heard the Booth Bay thing, and it's funny because for such a big state, we do have a lot of connections. I mean, everyone's all spread out, but it seems like you can go anywhere and you'll meet somebody you know, or you'll run into somebody you know. If you know Ryan Martin, good chance you're connected to everybody. So
That's just it. I'll meet someone new from Maine. It's up summertime. Booth Bay is very, tourist town. A lot like, this area as well.
Yes, it is.
with
Very
some
similar.
folks. And you meet people that are from Maine. And one of my first questions
13
is,
behind pace.
where are you from?
17 minutes in.
Because chances are, I probably know someone that played basketball.
That's just one more make a minute, though, for 13 minutes. You are right there, Ryan.
that is so funny to me because that is one of those things that I think that same thing. I'm like, where's this person from? Who'd they go to high school with? Who'd they play? Have I played against them? Did I play against their brother?
This is just the warm-up. We're getting towards where great shooters and world record shooters get separated, Ryan. This is why we're here. This is why you're here. You're capable of this. Keep it up.
Just to key back in on Ryan, he's at 743 makes right now, and he's not going to slow down. Just keep on pace, keep on moving.
It's really impressive. I mean, I was, looking up some of his interviews prior to attempting this, and he's been training for, 8 months?
Yeah, it's been almost closing in on a year, and it's been different activities, but mostly training for the free throws. And you would think it would be one of the easier things to do.
12 behind pace, 19 in.
But I think that's what makes it harder is the fact that it's easier for everybody. So this record is pretty high compared to like the 3-point record and whatnot.
Well, and mechanically, it's completely different
Yes.
from the way he shoots the ball, normally,
Yes.
growing up. So it's an entirely new skill set.
And
18
you
minutes
can
in.
probably tell that that's not Ryan Martin's normal jumper.
No.
It's built to conserve a little bit of energy but still be efficient.
Correct.
And that's what we've been doing for 8 months. Been trying to doctor his shot, make sure everything's perfect because we know he can shoot, but I mean now we're talking about an elite level. So
Yep.
you're seeing the product of that. Were you ever coaching when Ryan was playing in high school? Did you ever get to see him play at that time?
So I was going to college myself during some of those years.
Yep.
But I was very much in tune when he won gold balls in 2006 to
Yes.
2008. And, he really left a legacy at Maranacook. And I know they've had, a lot of success.
19 minutes in, 20 behind pace. Let's heat up.
Even since then, but Ryan really put them on the map.
Yeah, no doubt. No, it's funny because I'm a little bit younger, and I must have been in that time that was just after where you could kind of remember Ryan because I wasn't super aware of Maranacook, and then we played them randomly our senior year, and they came into our gym and beat us, and we won a state championship that year. So they really gave us a good scare early on, and they played like they were mini Ryan Martins. They were running around the floor, shooting a bunch of deep threes, playing defense, sticking it to us.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
I don't want to see mini Ryan Martin.
Oh man, yeah. There's a kid, Kyle Wilbur, on that team that was like a little short guy. First shot of the game, pulled up from the red line, and from that moment we were like, oh gosh, this is gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good program. They're always competitive, especially nowadays, and you never know what you're gonna get.
Absolutely, you don't. But it's good to see.
20 minutes in, 24 behind, Ryan. Here we go. Final 40 push.
Yeah, I just heard that Ryan is stepping away from coaching and focus on being down buckets. Yeah. They already made basketball stepping in their history. For sure, it's definitely one of the better young coaches in the area. Yeah. And hopefully at some point, once he is for
850 minutes.
every record, he can come out and maybe get back into it.
Oh, he will. Being somebody who's got to coach Ryan, I know that his passion for coaching is high, and I think that just having new activities, we all know Ryan, he likes to tackle new things. So I think he's just really excited for this new venture, and plus, not that it's about this, but it's a good way to make a little bit of money too with something he loves. As you know, coaching isn't always the highest paying job. That's not why we do it.
That's very true.
So it's a good chance to step away, clear his mind a little bit, and when he's ready, I'm sure he'll be back in the gym near you.
Yep. And one thing I know with him and I were chatting
26 behind pace.
when he started this,
21 minutes in.
he attended a shooting clinic with Dave Hopla,
Yep.
who's an NBA shooting
Yep,
coach.
down in Florida.
And I messaged Ryan and said, you realize that Dave Hopla was my neighbor for 10 years.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
Another him ignoring his connections again. I actually remember I did some research. I saw that he had a little podcast, an interview with you one time, Dave Hopla. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but I wanted to get a little feel for him.
Sure.
He seems like a good guy.
Oh, super good guy. Highly motivated, and I know that he's broken some records himself. But I believe they're you got to be 65 or older for those records. So Ryan's not there yet, but
He'll get there. He'll get there. He will get there for sure. And we know right now, it looks like Ryan's a fortune.
Please go around to the other side of the gym, lacrosse players. Thank you.
Ryan is a little bit behind pace
22
right
minutes
now,
in.
but we're not too worried about that because he's made shots, so he'll probably go on a roll here in a second, knock in like 20 in a row, and we'll be right back to where we need to be. That's what normally happens. So, yeah.
all right.
I think another question I wanted to ask is: what are you doing now? Are you still coaching? Are you on to different ventures, taking a break, or?
So I work part time for a hardware store down in Boothbag.
Yep.
We've been in business for almost 80 years.
What's the name of the store?
Broker's Hardware.
Yep, it makes sense.
Yep. And it's a year-round operation. Small outfit, but it's a mom and pop shop. And that's what we do. But then, in my spare time, I have a couple of podcasts.
Yep.
I don't know if any of your listeners enjoy music. You could go and subscribe to the It's Music Time podcast on Spotify and YouTube. We interview a lot of main musicians. We've got interviews with Luke Mallett and the Mallett Brothers, Toby McAllister, some different...
23 minutes in, Ryan.
People I've heard of.
24 behind pace. Here we go.
That's cool. So and we're here with Tanner Grover, and he's just plugging his podcast. Where it sounds like you're more than just a basketball guy. You're a well-rounded individual. It sounds like.
You gotta diversify,
Yeah. Oh, I love It's funny. It's music and basketball. Well, all things in music, but music and basketball seem to really go hand in hand sometimes. So it's good to be able to appreciate all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Check out that podcast. So are you active? How often do you post on there?
So we just started posting what we're calling season 2.
Yep.
But new episodes come out the 1st and 15th of every month. Coming up on June 1st, we have an episode with Tommy C of WCLC.
Nice.
He's the DJ.
Yeah. That's awesome. No, that's really cool. I think the more that we can integrate the basketball world and get basketball people doing other stuff, the better it will be for not just
24 minutes in, Ryan. You're picking up pace. 30 behind.
not just the state that we've been talking about a lot, but like the whole world. We got to show people that basketball is more than just a bunch of jocks running around. Because I've always grew up with the beauty of basketball, and this is a good example of it right here, right? Like you've got an individual that everybody loves, and they're here to support He's a little bit behind pace right now, but the crowd is still cheering him on, getting him going, and we're still at a good spot.
That's what it's all about,
Yeah.
man.
Is there any other Ryan stories or anything like that? Any stories at all really about from when you were coaching, or even any funny stories from people in the hardware store? You know,
Oh, geez. we would be here all night.
yeah, right? No, I can only
no.
imagine.
Now, I'll leave you with this. I think, what Ryan is doing, really, someone might look at this online and say, wow, it's all about this guy breaking this record. It's more than that. I think that Ryan is doing this really for a sense
35 to go, 35 behind pace.
of community.
Yeah.
And doing it right by bringing people together.
Yep.
There's an element of pride in there, and it's really a selfless thing.
Exactly.
And it's meant to inspire others. And so, that's why I'm here. That's why, all these people from all over the state are gathering in this gym. Yes, you're rooting on Ryan, but he's bringing people together. And that's when basketball is at its best, that's what it does.
Exactly. Yes, sir. And I think that's a great point. Watching Ryan do something like this makes it easier for guys like me, to get up out of bed in the morning and do our own stuff.
100%.
So, yeah, well, yes, thank you so much for coming. We weren't sure exactly how this was going to look. Again, this is Tanner Grover, legendary coach at Booth Bay, and we thank him for giving us some time and a couple of Ryan Martin stories that we might not have heard if he didn't make the trip down. So,
All right, well,
thanks again for being here, and
for having me.
yeah, of course. Hopefully, if we do another event or this or that, we'll have to have you back down.
Right on.
33
All right.
behind pace.
Thank you again. That was awesome. And yeah. We wanted to thank Tanner again for coming out and talking with us. We were a little distracted from the main show. We are a little bit behind pace right now, but I don't think we're too concerned. We just got to get him heated up here. Pick that speed that he's getting the shots up at. So again, anyone has any questions or any comments or anything at home, feel free to comment them right on the YouTube comment section. And if you have any words of encouragement for Ryan, anything like that, feel free to leave a comment for us. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right, folks. We're at 1,118.
42 behind pace, Ryan. Pick it up.
Here we go, Ryan.
More makes, more reps. You got this.
Gotta get some crowd, maybe. We need some cheering. Yeah, let's go. And again, it's one of those things where you're putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself out there in front of a crowd, So hopefully he can pick it up here and start to make it, start to make a few more in a row and string a few together. Because now we're at the point where misses become critical. And again, it's one of those things where we've done so much training for this. We've invested a lot of time and energy into this, so I think that when the lights come on and it's time to get clutch like it is right now, you're going to see Ryan start to knock a few in like he is right now. That's a good little run right there to get us back on track, or closer to track. All right, so here we go. We're closing in on the 30-minute mark, almost halfway there. And Ryan won't stop. Just keep on putting shots up. As you can see down there, Ben Darling's fixing the tape. Let's go, folks. At 12,000 makes here.
30
Closing
minutes
on
and
that
30
record.
seconds left.
And we got timing again. The time where Ryan Martin makes up his difference is when most people are tired, right? So those last 20 minutes, if you watched his three-point event, those last couple of minutes when he was just padding on to his record, those are the most fun. This time, those minutes might really count, right? We really may be looking to come right down to the wire here, and that's an exciting feeling for me at least, right? So let's stay
All right,
in
we're about
it.
to reach the halfway point here. Hey, crowd, let's get some energy in the building
Here we
here.
go.
Let's cheer
Let's
them on.
listen to that crowd.
Come on, Ryan. Get everyone in here's behind you. You got this. 30 more minutes.
And
More than
yeah,
halfway to the record.
the crowd is up. Everyone's excited. It's funny because you can feel the nerves in this gym, and they're not really coming off Ryan. They're coming off everybody else, right? Ryan's always calm and cool. The rest of us, we're feeling the nerves here. We had a great crowd here. A lot of people from all around the state. They showed up. You know, it was a great turnout. Hey, 1 sec. All right, folks, we got 25 minutes left. We're at 14-16. Got a pretty good number here. And unfortunately, Jojo just came
25
over.
minutes to go, 68 behind.
Jojo just came over to let me know that our mic might have been off for a little bit there. Sorry, folks at home, but at least you're safe from hearing my voice
Chip
for a
away at
couple of
this, Ryan.
minutes.
One make at a time. One make at a time. You got this.
And right as I was saying earlier, this is when Ryan really shines because he is built for these moments, right? He's in the best shape of anybody I know. So as the time starts to tick and most people slow down, that's when he'll speed up.
There we go. Lock in. You got this.
All right. We got about 24 minutes, 20 seconds left. We're at 14:45. Crowd's giving Ryan a good cheer here. And what's the number again we're going for? We're looking for 24:25.
Pace. 24 to go.
All right. 24 to go. That's weird, yeah. Maybe he set his pace higher. Weird. Weird. So, okay. So we're just getting some checking on the numbers to check on the pace. I will say we're a little bit behind where we wanted to be, but again, we got plenty of time to catch up. We'll mention the Pat Moody Foundation again. If you guys, if you folks at home had the privilege of knowing or meeting Pat, you know what he meant to the community. We're taking donations for Pat. You can donate through their website at the Pat Moody Foundation, I believe, as well. You can find him on Facebook. So thank you to all those guys for coming out here and making this so special.
72 behind. 23 to go.
And the crowds there, they want them to keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Just can't have them slow down. Keep that same pace. 2 for 1 there. What? I think you should, yeah. You gotta keep these people interested. What do you think, folks at home? Should we get a chant going or what? What do you think? Drop a crying face in the comments if you want. No, I'm just kidding. But we got to get something, right? Let's get some energy going. We're closing in on 22
All right,
minutes.
Ryan, 22 minutes to go. Let's finish strong. Crowd, let's everyone get behind him, huh?
Here we go. Here we go, folks. This is the grind right here.
All right.
This is the time to make or break, right? Let's go, Ryan.
So when I say a letter, you give me a letter, all right? Give me a D.
D.
Give me an R.
R.
Give me a B.
B.
Give me a U.
U.
Give me a C.
C.
Give me a K.
K.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me an S.
S.
What's that spell?
Dr. Buckets.
Who's gonna win?
Dr. Buckets.
Let's go, Ryan.
Man, I don't
We're all
know.
behind you.
I don't know if he missed while that chant was going on. That's what I tried to tell everyone. He likes the noise. The louder we are, the better he'll do. And it's good
Ryan
news.
feeds off the energy of the crowd in here, so do not be bashful. We're all in this
Yeah.
together. Let's
It
go,
looks-
Ryan.
It looks like Nick Beauchesne's Lewiston education did him well there. He can spell better than I could. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. No, keep going. And that's the thing, right? When you put yourself out there like this, you never know what's going to happen. So a little bit more intensity to this record attempt than the last one. We keep on pushing. All right. He's strung a few in a row together now. And again, we've been training for this for a long time. if you or anybody you know is looking for a somebody to train yourself or a kid,
1600.
reach out to Dr. Buckets because he does that as well. So if you want to learn how to shoot like Dr. Buckets, give him a call. And then get the crowd chanting. Here we go, Ryan. Here we go. Let's go, guys. He responds well. He responds well to the noise. Look at that.
We got 20 minutes left, Ryan. Best 20 minutes.
And you know, judging by the amount of duct tape I'm seeing Ben Darling put down, we probably should have went with Tanner's family's duct tape because you might have held him down a little better. And again, we can't talk enough about Elijah Walker, Will Clemmer, Mike McDonald, Ian Robershaw, Will White, Ben Darling, others who weren't here today like Liam Grass. You know, lots of people have been a part of this record attempt, and wouldn't have been possible without everybody. So, wouldn't have been possible with you guys at home either, tuning in, watching. I know it means a lot to Ryan as he picks up for his last 20 minutes.
It's 17:30 at this 19-minute mark. 79.
We're 70 behind pace. 19 to go. 1660 made.
Come on, Ryan. And again, we just want him to keep shooting. We want him to keep shooting.
Remember, the pace slows in these last minutes, too. It's 40 a minute now and 38 a minute for the last 10.
Go, and
So
that's
Ryan
what-
gets hot here, and Ryan can still get this. Absolutely.
He will.
We're behind you, Ryan. You got this.
He will. Come on, Rye. Come on, Rye. There's 3 in a row, 4 in a row. Good little 4 in a row right there. Have him knock in some more. Yep. And again, this is something special. Not every day you get to see a record attempt. A lot of work has gone into this. We got a lot of people around. I know Wayne Rivet was here from the Bridgeton News. Make sure you get a copy of the Bridgeton paper. I wish I could tell you what day it
15
comes
minutes
out.
to go.
but
75 behind pace.
I'm unfortunately not really a newspaper guy. So, yeah. And I will also mention, I've said this a few times, but I want to keep saying it just because where we're at. Ryan thrives in the last couple of minutes, right? So this is the time where he can really start to make a gain and come back on this record. Boom. Couple in a row right there.
Should have spelled Ryan.
You can now. And you can tell there's some nervous faces in the crowd because we really care about Ryan. We want to see him break the record, and he's on the cusp of it, but he just needs a little more juice. He just needs a little bit more juice.
18:10 is what it is.
It's just weird. Still a little bit behind pace, but we're still putting in a great effort. Plenty of time left.
72 behind pace. Got 3 back there that minute, Ryan. Here we go.
Come on, Ryan. Dig in, Ryan. And I will say, I'm so curious because this is, I don't know how to say this. He has not been this behind pace at this point before. So it'll be interesting to see if he can dig in here and just make a bunch of shots in a row. And if there's one person who I know can make a lot of shots in a row, it's Ryan. I mean, I've seen him score 70 points in a men's league before. I think it was like 72. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him break many records. I've seen him do many crazy things behind closed doors with no cameras on, you know. So if anybody can do it right now, it's Ryan. Dr. Buckets, Ryan Martin. Here you go, Ryan. And this is about the time, too, where the rebounders start to tucker out. I won't lie. It's a big-time job being down there. Thanks again to Maine Love for providing us with some water. I'm drinking like a king tonight.
74 behind pace. 16 to go.
We just got to keep up the positivity. Come on, Ryan, keep going. People at home, let's go. Cheer them on from wherever you're at. If you're at work, if you're at home and you're tuned in, just be thinking positive thoughts. It's crunch time right now. It's time to dig in. If you're Ryan Martin, it's time to dig in. And what you don't want to see is him slow down. He's just got to keep that same pace. Keep getting shots up. Continuously getting the shots up. More attempts means more makes. Here you go, Ryan. Walk in.
All right, we're approaching 45 minutes in. 1,900 makes, Ryan.
We're at 1,900 makes right now.
525
Here we go.
more to go.
Here we go.
Let's close this strong. 15 strong minutes. You got this. 12 makes.
Come on, Rye. Knock a few down here. And this is it's interesting to see it from this angle because we've watched Ryan so many times behind closed doors, and this is the crunch time right here. This is where you start to get a little tired, right? This is where people could give up. This is where even some of the greatest shooters in the world would not be able to continue, right? But here goes Ryan, and this is his chance to make a little comeback here. Right? Yeah. Do it for the Maine Basketball League. Do it for all the people who are here watching, all the people at home, right? All across the country potentially. Emily Karen is cheering loudly. No.
All right, final 14 minutes.
Nick Beauchene just made a good
18:55
point.
game.
He asked me if I thought I could make
Still about 70 behind pace.
if I can make this many free throws in 2 hours. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure I can make this many free throws in like a day.
38 a minute.
I don't think I can make it in a day.
He has his best 10 minutes at the end.
Yeah, we're looking for our best 10 minutes here at the end, which again, this is what the physical preparation comes into play. This is where the physical preparation comes into play. And he's making a bunch here. He's definitely making a good bid. Here we go, Ryan. Keep it straight. Be the beast. A couple misses. He's got to make a bunch now. Got to string a few together in a row.
76 behind pace, 13
And
minutes
again,
to go.
we were supposed to have a few more guests on air with us today, but unfortunately a few of them backed out, so they're dealing with me and my boring updates, but that's all we can give you. We're closing in on 1900. Now we're at 1900. Now we're at 1900.
Here we go, Ryan.
Yep.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go, Ryan. Dig in. We got Jeff Duquette in the building, a big-time men's league player from around. Everyone's here to see him break the record. The energy's there. The love for the game is not in question tonight. And you see Ian Robershaw putting in the extra work to keep Ryan's pumped up, keep him shooting.
75 behind, 12 minutes.
Keep going. Keep going. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. And we know how much this means to Ryan. I mean, he won't be. He will not be. He definitely wants to break this record tonight. Of course, if it doesn't happen, there's a million chances to go and do it again, but there's still a shot. If he can get his best minute yet, if he can get his best 10 minutes yet, then we're right here. Dr. Buckets. Dr. Buckets. That's what we need. And he's locked in now. And again, this is the time where he can make strides.
Here we go,
because
Ryan.
he's-
About 30 in a row there. Keep that streak going. 11 minutes left.
This is what we need.
Approaching 2,000 made foul shots.
Let's go.
You got this, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan.
All his makes in the same spot. Same spot.
And this is some really exciting stuff, man.
Same spot.
We're closing in on 2,000. on, Ryan, dig
Okay,
in.
let's cheer right through the 2000 here. Everybody.
Go.
Let 10 more go.
Here we go, folks.
About 10 minutes left. Too, Ryan. You got this.
Everyone's cheering, right? Everyone's locked in. Ryan's locked in. Yeah, we like, you know, if you can see the setup.
2000s.
2,000 there. 2,000. Thanks for commenting on. I'm glad I'm being heard as well. Like I said earlier, JoJo Duchesne really set us up well. Really set us up well. And we got the crowd going. Ryan's making some gains here.
212. That's 450 minutes away, Ryan.
Let's go.
9.5 minutes to go.
Here we go. It's go time. It's go time. Yeah, oh yeah.
He's probably the 190th past.
Yeah, I totally agree. And Nick Beauchene's taking notice that this is looking like it could be, he's starting out to make his best 10 minutes yet. He's not missing very many right now. The crowd's cheering. You almost wonder if he's doing it on purpose. You almost wonder if he's just trying to keep us interested. And the crowd loves it. We got two bleachers basically filled with people here. Let's go. And everyone is just loving the moment. Here to support a guy they all love.
About 50 behind pace 55. We're catching up.
Come on, Ryan. And it's just, it's amazing to see because he really is shooting pretty darn well right now. And this is right when he needed to. And if he can keep this up, we've got a great shot. He's just got to keep up this pace. It's a good run.
You are 400 away from the record, Ryan.
Let's go. We need 408 minutes and 22 seconds. 400 in about 8 minutes and 15 seconds. We can do that. Crazier things have happened. There's a good couple minutes right there. I think, yeah. He's getting close.
Is the record. 2462 is the record, right? 2451.
Record's 24:62.
What is the current record?
Okay, so the record is 2,461. So we're shooting for 2,462 or more, of course. We'll take more. We will certainly take more. And the energy is starting to pick up. And again, this is what you sit through the full hour for this last 8, 7, 5 minutes. This is what we're here for. This is where it starts to get exciting.
7.5 minutes to go, Ryan.
Some of the faces that were
Lock
looking,
in. You got this.
some of the faces that were looking a little tired around the gym are up and ready to go again. So I will say, like, this is what you come to an event like this for. This is why the people are here, right? These last 7 minutes are huge. Are we going to witness history? Are we gonna? I think so. We're gonna find out though here in about 7 minutes. And he's just got to keep easing them over the front of the rim. We can't have too many of those short misses. One thing about Ryan is, you know, when he's missing short, he's a little tired. But
7 minutes left.
you're gonna get tired when you're shooting this
60
long.
behind pace.
He's just got to fight the fatigue. Fight the fatigue. And everybody wants him. The crowd's imploring Ryan. They're begging Ryan to lock in. They want to see it. They didn't come here for nothing. Yeah, 24:61 is the record that we're going for. Got to beat 24. Got to get to 24:62.
6 minutes to go, Ryan. 2,150 makes.
Here we go. Everything's got to be smooth from here on out. Just keep it straight. Keep it straight.
Best 6 minute stretch, and you got this.
Ryan likes an extra defender, you know. Keep the ladder down there.
300 to go.
So we're really we're closing in on it here. Honestly, I feel like we're still on a pretty good pace. I mean, it does. Because we're less than 100 away. Is it 4? Oh, 4. My bad. My dyslexia almost just got the best of me. I got excited there. Still have plenty of time here.
5 more minutes, Ryan. Lock in for 5. Leave it all out there.
Here he is, Mr. Dr. Buckets. You've seen him do it before. Can he do it again with a different attempt? We've seen him break the NBA record. We've seen him break the high school record. And we see him with an opportunity here to break the free throw record still. We are a little bit behind pace of where we wanted to be, but we're right here. We're right here with about 4.5 minutes left. Lots of commenters here cheering him on.
2,200 makes.
The fans want it. The crowd wants it. You know Ryan wants it.
That's a wild animal.
Yeah.
Fisher cat.
Yeah, get him out. Whoever just screamed like that, we want it again, man. Let them hear it. Ryan Martin. Ryan Martin. And Brian Crockett's got the Ryan Martin chant starting. Come on, Ryan. And we're still within reach, man. Every second counts, right? Last time we blew the record out of the water. It's not going to be like that today. We're going to be cutting it right down to the wire. Cutting it right down to the wire here, folks.
Here we go, Ryan.
Just got to stay locked in. Let's go. Be the beast, Ryan. Let's go. It's hard to do anything but cheer Ryan on right now. It's hard to stay focused. This is so much work has gone into this. We really want to see him get it today. Let's go. Just got to get everyone. Those rollers got to
3
fall.
minutes left.
Those rollers got to fall. Everything's got to be a make. Not got to be, but we'd like to see it. Oh, we're going to be close here. Oh, there's more pizza. The good news is we got more pizza here, folks. And Ian Robershaw, the heart and soul of the operation, is really just he's digging into Ryan, telling him just keep going. Keep going. You got about 2.5 minutes left. Now or never. Now or never. Well, not now or never. Now or we got to sit through, he's got to go through another hour of this, which he doesn't want to do. He wants to get this out of the way right now. Dig in, Ryan. Here we go, Rye.
2 minutes left.
And the balls are starting to get a little bit all over the place. As the rebounders start to get tired as well. Here we go, Ryan. And yeah, we're still a little bit behind pace, but we can finish strong. Let's go up. Yep. Dr. Buckets. Dr. Buckets. And we're getting close here, folks. We're getting close. A little bit behind pace. But again, we wanted to just thank everybody for coming out and supporting and working. And we want to thank Ryan too, because yeah, Ryan's the man behind this, but he gives us all something to do. Right? We all love to be here. We all love to support him. And if we can lock in right now, we got a chance. A little behind, but you never know.
1 more minute. Here we go, Ryan. Take it strong.
Let's go, Ryan. An important thing is to stay locked in. Stay locked in, ladies and gentlemen. Still got 40 seconds left. And we know that Ryan's a little bit behind where he wanted to be. And this is still a great day for basketball, for Lake Region, for Maine,
30 more seconds.
for Ryan Martin, and for everybody involved.
Right here tonight, Ryan.
And we know he's going to be bummed out, but we know this will just motivate him to push himself to get himself back in the saddle.
Amazing effort by the entire
And
team
try it
this
again.
evening, everybody.
Yeah, and the crowd. You know,
Amazing energy by tonight's crowd. Thank you all for coming out and supporting us and Ryan.
and
10
folks,
more seconds.
this won't be the last time, right? Don't let the buzz die, because when Ryan fails, he just comes back even harder. So thank you all for tuning in. And the crowd still goes crazy. Because it's not about necessarily getting the record. What this is about is more than that, right? This is about trial and error and staying strong and never giving up. So even though we might have failed this one time, this just gives him more reason to get back in there and
He's
do it again.
exhausted.
Ryan
Didn't
Martin
reach
is
his goal tonight,
still a world record holder.
but anybody who would call that a failure, watch something else.
Yep. Amen. And then Nick Beauchene said it best. Anyone who calls that a failure, they don't know what they're looking at. We just witnessed
Ryan,
greatness.
we are all so proud of you.
And again, we had a goal in mind tonight. We didn't quite get to it. We had a bunch of people come in and watch. We didn't get there, but that's just going to motivate us to go and do more and do a better job next time, right? So folks at home, thank you for tuning in. Once again, we want to thank the Pat Moody Foundation. We want to thank all the people who helped Ryan out.
So everybody,
We want to thank Nick Beauchene,
Ryan
Tanner
knows and
Grover,
appreciates all
Ben Darling,
the
Will
love
White,
and
Jordan
appreciation
Tripp,
you have for him tonight.
Elijah Walker, Will Clemmer,
Please
Ian
give
Robershaw.
him physical space right now.
Make sure you guys
It may seem like it's just
you tune in
shooting
next
foul shots,
time,
but
right?
that needs
Thank
to
you
be
so
done
much.
too.